loves, welcome back to my channel. So it was my son's 5th birthday and I decided to do a little bit of something for him. Like, I was not prepared at all, but my wonderful friend here, Oinda of Splashy Events, she's so good, by the way, guys. You need to check her out. She decided to, like, last minute come help me set up some decor for my son's birthday. Like, she's a seasoned decorator from Lagos. So if you are in the GTA or you're in Hamilton and you're looking for a decor person, she does events, weddings, and everything big like that. This is like small fry for her, to be very honest. My kids go to the same daycare with our kids as well, and that is where I met her. She's a Nigerian too. So guys, she's really good. So she decided to come last minute. We quickly did something for my son Dari, and I was so happy because I didn't plan to do anything. Like, I was already telling myself that I've not even finished settling in, but she convinced me, and look at how it all turned out. Like, I was so happy. I am big on birthdays, especially like landmark birthdays. I've never done any birthday like that for my son, and I was like, okay, let's just do this one. His older brother had his 5th birthday in Nigeria as at that time, and I was like, okay, we just came into Canada, we are just settling down, I can't do anything and all that. But thankfully, I had people around me that they were like, Tommy, don't worry, we got you on this. So everybody came around. Oinda also came. She did her thing. Like, I was so glad. The next morning, this was me. I was supposed to give this to like a caterer or something, but I was like, let me just make this jollof rice myself. Like I said, it was so last minute. I did not plan to do anything. Like, guys, I'm still trying to settle down in Canada, and it's not easy, to be very honest, but I decided to just give it my best shot because I already have friends. You'll see them very shortly, by the way. Well, you just said to me, let's just do something for Derry. Let's make him feel special. And everybody came together. And that's what I like about this place. Like, if you have a community, no matter how small, though people might be busy and all that, but they'll really set out time to help you. And that is what I got. So actually, like I said, I was supposed to give this to a caterer, but I was like, guys, I cook, let's just try my own hands on my jollof rice. And this is me. What else do you do? I wanted to do fried rice, but I was tired. By the time I woke up, I was like, please, let's just do only jollof rice. Let's just have food, by the way. On a normal day, probably if you were in Lagos, I'll have made swallow, I'll have made jollof rice, fried rice, coconut rice, or father rice. Guys, you understand what I mean? But this is Canada. Guys, so if you're not contracting it out to a caterer, you get charged, by the way. You have to cook it yourself. And I woke up, I was not feeling too very good. I was tired already from the night before. Oinda, by the way, came around that time you saw her decorating. She came around 7:30 and she left at about 10 in the evening. That was when she finished everything. So trying to juggle a lot all at the same time is not always so easy, but you just have to do what you have to do. Do you get? So I made up my mind that okay, I was just going to make the rice. I had earlier done some chicken. You'll see it very soon. I grilled some chicken. I seasoned it in some stew. You'll see that very shortly. And I was just getting prepped to making my jollof rice. I have a food blog, by the way, as well, where I do all my food recipes. So please, I'll leave the link somewhere. You can do well to check it out. I make jollof rice. Don't worry how all this is looking splashed and everything. I underestimated the pot I wanted to use. That's why I have it cooking in 2 different pots. I like using this chicken broth. That's how I cook my jollof. I hardly use water to cook jollof. I like when I have just chicken broth. It just makes it very tasty. People that tasted the jollof rice said it was really tasty. So guys, yeah, please, I have a cooking channel separately. I try not to combine everything at the same time. So please, you can do well to check out my cooking channel, Tommy's Cookbook. I have a dozen jollof rice recipes there. This is not a cooking vlog. I'm just showing you what I had to do for my son's birthday. So like I said, I have some jollof cooking on one pot. I have this in another pot. I fried some plantain already, and I decided to also bake some cookies. Yes, because it's a children's birthday. I was like, if I don't have popcorn, I don't have candy floss, at least let them have some cookies, something extra. I had ice cream already in the freezer cooling. I had some popsicles as well. The cookies does not take a long time. The major thing is getting the dough, which I had already. So I cooked that, I baked that for just about 15 minutes, and some warm cookies just to like tie everything all together. So our jollof rice was jollofing at this point. I like to use some butter in my jollof. What is jollof rice without extra moisture? Like silky, tasty, and all that. Like I said, if you're looking for a perfect jollof rice recipe, cooking for like 10, cooking for 20, cooking for 50, I got you. I have that on my channel. So yes, our first pot of jollof rice was ready, and I was just trying to like toss everything all together to make it all nice and well cooked. My mom also tried to help me. If you don't know, my mom is currently with me. So that was what actually gave me the nerve to go ahead. If not, I don't think I could have done this by myself. Like, this pot is underestimated. It was like larger and bigger than what it is already, because I had 2 trays of these and it filled the 2 trays. Like, I had extra in the pot. So thankfully I had bought like this from the dollar store like 2 days before. This is how I see when, like, it's just nice when you put it in the full serving like this. Not that everybody comes to the pot to take it. It just makes it look like better, and that is what I was trying to do. So you'll see it shortly when I lay everything out on the island, because like I said, it just makes it feel better. It makes it look like more appealing. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. So yes, we have our cake. I went to a nearby grocery store to book for the cake. Actually, I was trying to like lower my spending, so I just went to the grocery store. I went to Sobeys and I booked for the cake 24 hours before I went to pick it. And with that, they help you put like whatever you want to write on it. So on this, I have happy 5th birthday diary, and it cost about $49, and it was actually very huge. The cake was very big. So we have a large tray of jollof too. We have some plantain, or we have some dodo. I had fried that earlier on, and we have some cookies. You saw when I was cooking the cookies into the oven. I have some chicken soup, and I had already grilled this chicken earlier on. I now tossed it in. I had the chicken, I had some cupcakes, and see a lovely decor. It was still standing after what happened the night before. Of course, it will stand. So I had gone to Dollarama to shop for party packs. I'm a party pack person. When you're calling kids, what do? You have to give them party packs. Do you get? So I went to Dollarama and Dollar Tree. Yes, I went with my eldest son, Damola. We went to get some gifts for the kids, and after I got them, actually this was the day before, but I remembered last minute. So I was like, what was I supposed to do? It was just last minute I remembered that I had not even done this party packs for these children. No, when they come, what am I going to give them? So quickly I had finished cooking, I had finished setting everything up, I had cleaned the house. The kids were still in bed, I believe, but I think by this time they're already awake, and everybody was trying to help me, and I was like, please guys, no, don't confuse me, don't come here. Okay, let me just quickly set up everything before people start coming. I told them to start coming from like 12, and I wanted to be ready before they start coming, and thankfully I was actually like surprised at my speed. Yeah, you see, everybody is awake, my little girl is awake, our party packs are all packed, and it's time to party. Not party like that, but I'm so glad I actually did something little for my son, my dearest son, Dari. Yeah, so that's as far as it goes. At least we have memories. That's what I'm very big on. I love memories a lot. Like, I look back, I'm happy when my kids look back and they say, okay, at least I had something and all that. Dari was really distracted at this point. He just wanted to keep on playing, and his friends were all downstairs, or they were like all looking at him. And you know, boys, they would be looking for one excuse or the other because they don't want to take pictures. If some few friends had started coming in by this time, it was nothing major. Basically, just come eat, just come play with Dari. He was distracted as well. The TV was on, and he just kept on looking. And I was like telling him, Dari, focus, let's take this picture. But all in all, they all had fun. We had friends that came over, we ate, we gisted, we talked about everything and everything in between. They brought gifts. Like, I felt so loved. Dari felt so loved. We felt so grateful for everybody that came to celebrate with us. Goodness. I didn't know I was going to pull it through, but I'm so glad I did. Last minute, I remembered I'd not taken pictures. Like, my clothes were dirty. But like I said, it's the memories that count, guys. At least I will look back and I'm so glad I did this. Thankfully, I'm glad for those that pushed me to doing this. I'm so grateful for them. See you guys. Bye.